Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I was just doing a little bit of research on the Federation pane here, and apparently this is an outdated tooltip here, where it says, not this one. Is it this one? Yes. Where it says add envoys to boost monthly cohesion at the bottom. That's an outdated mechanic, and you no longer use envoys for this. It's just these officials that you add in as your representative, so this is as good as we're going to get it for now. Now our cohesion is going to need to come up, and that's fine. It will come up by 0.67 per month at this point, and eventually we're going to start gaining some XP here. So that is absolutely fine. What we need to do at this point, of course, is head down over here and get our fleet maneuvers conducted. So we're going to do that for now. That looks good. Do we need to do any additional reinforcement? No, they're at full strength. But it is going to take a while for our reinforcements to get here. And that's understood. We do have a tradition available. Governing ethics, attraction, and crime reduction. Or we could grab leader lifespan. This would allow us to take edict fund eventually. It's okay, but none of these are, I think, phenomenal. That planetary ascension cost would eventually be good. But for now, we're just going to grab that harmony. So that looks good for the moment.
Building a new home.
Okay, so the ISS Bluefin is idle right now, and this is in the middle of this electric storm. That's fine. I would like to head out to Baltris. We are lacking... Hang on. We're 22 influence. Okay. I was looking at the hyper relay. That makes more sense. Because I was like, why was it saying we're lacking 3 influence? No, we need 41 influence. That makes a lot more sense. That's fine. We're going to head over to Baltris. So that is absolutely wonderful for right now. Now we do need to survey out in Alphard eventually. And the question is, do we have a survey ship that's heading there? Well, this one's heading sort of there.
Research complete.
And we can come up and survey here. So this big one, that's not timed, is it? Out here in Radar Central. So let me select a science ship here, and then we can do this. Yeah, this is not, in fact, going to be timed. So we can wait on that, which we absolutely should do. No doubt about that one. So we're going to come on down and hold our fleet operations down here. That looks excellent. That's, of course, occupied by the Corinth Temple of Renewal. It's an awkward thing. We did not intend to let them do that, but whatever.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we just finished up some construction up over here in Diarum, and we're going to build our mining stations there, and then we're going to move into Escont. We do need a physics research. What did we just finish? Self-evolving logic. Okay, fair enough. So that is fine. I think at this point, like, gravitic sensors would be decent. We don't need much for that. That'll be fine. Excellent. So our Federation is currently losing XP due to a lack of cohesion, but the cohesion is building up over time. So that seems okay. Minus 5% research speed for this guy. He is our Grand Herald of Storms, which isn't great. That's not great at all. I would really prefer that that not be the case, in fact. Let's see, we don't have Star Fortress technology yet, so that is absolutely fine. And these guys are going to come down and conduct their fleet maneuvers, and then we're going to go deal with the Guardians of Zenom here. After that, what else do we still need to clear out? Well, the answer is, I think, just the Tianki Matriarch. We're probably going to go get upgrades before we do that. So that's all fine for the moment. This fleet requires some upgrades. This one does not, allegedly. But it will. We'll definitely need upgrades eventually. So we have this special project out here that is going to time out in 361 days, but we're definitely going to get there in time. So that looks solid. Do we have any worlds that we need to terraform right now? I don't think so. I mean, we've got these tomb worlds that we can't terraform with the tech that we have right now. So that's about as good as we're going to get on that front. So that sounds good. The ISS Bluefin is, of course, idling in Baltris, and let's build this starbase out over here now that we have the influence. This Astral Rift event is pending. Sounds good. And I assume that we are conducting these fleet maneuvers at this moment. We are still heading over to Voldop 4. Okay, let's conduct the fleet maneuvers.
Complete.
There we go. That's now in progress. Perfect. Gravitic sensors have finished already, which is not shocking. Gateway travel. That would be extraordinarily good for us. I'm going to grab it. It's going to be 63 months out, but we're going to grab gateway activation. Being able to build gateways would be huge.
Construction
Absolutely
complete.
huge. So the Sunami Fleet is currently idling here. It is technically strong enough to take on the Guardians of Zenom. I'm just going to move it up over here. And we know that there's reinforcements still in transit. They should be here by September of next year. Okay, that's noted. These guys just rivaled us. I actually kind of want to rival them back, because that'll generate us an additional half point of influence per month. So that will be very good for us. No doubt about that. Okay, so these fleet maneuvers are going to be done soon enough. We're at 43% right now. The XT-489 assemblers are audaciously laying claims to our systems. This isn't shocking. There's only the 3 locations that they can attack us from, though. So that's not too bad. Eventually, we're going to want to get these star fortresses upgraded, but they will delay them somewhat. I mean, it's only 6.7k. We could think about building defense platforms here. That would be Fire Coral class, and we could upgrade these. I would probably want them to have, like, a railgun and an autocannon. And then, like, dual medium lasers. So that would be fine for now. And then these are platforms currently, and I would change this around to be armor and shields, about like that. And then we would have probably shield capacitors here, and maybe even here. Just to boost up those shield amounts a little bit. I'm not sure we actually want to do that, though. So for now, this is fine. If they attack us, it will take us a very long time to move our forces up to here. A very, very long time. So that's noted. Our fleet maneuvers down here are going to be done soon enough. The XT-489 assemblers are claiming a lot of our systems right now. So that is definitely a concern. No doubt about that. Okay. I don't think this really changes our plans all that much. We need to keep in mind that these guys will help defend us. So, I mean, they're equivalent to us. So the XT-489 assemblers, they're also equivalent to us. So they'd be fighting us and the Zuritan Citizen Alliance. I don't think they can pull that off.
Building a new home.
So that's not going to be great for them. Here, we need to be idle, unfortunately. And out over this direction in Baltris, we can build these mining stations. That'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to be done in Voldop very soon. They are claiming so many systems right now. That's noted. That said, we are going to be done with our expansion phase relatively soon. So it's not the end of the world. That's for sure. The Sunami Fleet is at about 27k right now, and no, the Tidal Wave Fleet. The Sunami Fleet is about 22k, and we should be seeing these reinforcements coming in very, very soon. In fact, within the next year. That's fine. We're done with our maneuvers here, and we need to head up to Chitris. So that'll be wonderful. The XT-489 assemblers are just claiming all of our systems at this moment. How do they have that much influence? They've definitely expanded a lot up over this way, so that's certainly noted. The ISS Bluefin is going to want to build here soon enough. On this next month tick, in fact. So right about now. Perfect. We're just working on getting all of these little gaps filled in, and that will all be done eventually. So that looks great. We're going to move the tidal wave up to Chitris, and by the time it gets there, we're expecting this to be, yeah, this is fully reinforced at this point, it looks like. Or is it? No, it's not yet. Yes, show us our wares. What do you got? The Trium Bauble Collection. I don't know about that. We'll pass. So that's all fine for now. We definitely want to get this fleet up to Chitris, and it will arrive there eventually. We currently see that these guys are going to be catching up within
Construction
7
complete.
months or so, and that's understood. Definitely awkward pathing from this storm, I think. I'm 99% certain that that's what we've got going on there, is just incredibly awkward situations. Now, I do want to go into our astral threads here, and I definitely want to do an astral boost, and then we'll gain a physics insight as soon as we can.
Construction
There's
complete.
also lateral artifacting here, but that's not a thing that we want to do. So that's not going to be a thing. We're going to need to wait for 1 more month tick before we can gain this physics insight, and that'll be fine. Access to success, huh? What do we got on this planet? Let's take a look. So, poor quality minerals, so we don't want mining districts. Generator or agriculture would both be fine. I guess we could go for generator districts. Really doesn't matter. But we finished this terraformation, and now, of course, we want to colonize this, so we're going to do so. So the ISS Bluefin is in Baltris right now. Let's head down over here. And the other ISS Bluefin is going to build mining and research stations before heading into Andrusa. Wonderful. Now, I want to look at our astral threads here because we're going to get a physics insight right now. Perfect. Now, I want these two to group up right up over here. So let's get going up there. Apparently there's a pulsar here eliminating our
Spaceborne
shields, which
life
is
form
mildly
encountered.
awkward. But let's just jump in
Construction
right
ship
here,
taking
and
damage.
we will see... Oh, where are we getting attacked? Mining core down over here. Okay, that's very rude. Well, we're gonna flee. Ah, yes. Interloper, heed this message. We are the Guardians of Zenom. Your presence in the Nosaxa system is an affront to our creators. Our programming compels us to destroy you. Make your peace with the universe. Okay, so that is absolutely fine. We're just kind of chilling here right now, though. These guys, they're going to be problematic. They're going to be coming straight through here. We're waiting for our reinforcements and for our shields to regenerate. Interesting. The Guardians of Zenom did not attack this. So we're just letting our shields regenerate since we came from a pulsar system that eliminated our shields for us. Very helpful. And there we go. We're at full shields now, so let's head on in. That should not be a problem. So the ISS Bluefin is missing, and that's not shocking. That, of course, is happening because of this mining core down over here. It's very rude that they just kind of appeared like that, but, you know, that happens. Okay, so we're going to attack the Guardians of Zenom. We should not
Battle
have a
commenced.
problem with this. We may lose a couple ships here and there, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. Excellent. So they are now eliminated. And that is, of course, a Gaia world, size 25. Now, I want to bring us back to Radar Central. That's going to take a long time. This guy is going to get there a lot faster, presumably because of sublight speed, plus 10%. That would be for the whole Empire, though. Well, this guy's going to get there a lot faster. That's fine. Let's reinforce our fleets. And eventually, those reinforcements will get caught up. That is absolutely fine. And we do have some leader traits that we can put in. So this guy's a scientist. We could go with, say, evasiveness. And then here, you're an official governing from Radar Station Alpha. These are only counselor effects. So I guess we'll take investor, but it doesn't actually do anything. Cool. So we have an Astral Rift event
Research
pending,
complete.
and we got nano vitality crops out of that. That's excellent. And we also have a new Astral action available, but for the moment, there's none of those that we want to actually grab. Okay, so the ISS Sea Hare is not doing anything right now. And what do we want it to do? Well, we're already surveying out over in this area. So that's definitely noted. We do want to come survey Nosaxa, I guess, and that'll take them a while to get there, but we may as well do it. Seems okay. When is the ISS Bluefin going to return? 3 years? Wow. Okay, that's going to take a while. How are we doing on this Federation XP? Well, our cohesion is definitely improving, so that looks solid. That looks very solid, in fact. Now, I do want to check in on our worlds. We've been kind of abandoning them, and we shouldn't do that. So let's just hop up here. Mining core back in Alphard again? Sure. They do that. They just pop back up here and there. When we can't see them, it seems like. So there's this agro world here. We definitely want to put in a planetary administration. This is a factory world, and boosting our alloy nanoplants is definitely a good thing to be done. What else do we have here? This is an agro world. Do we actually want this to be an agro world? Honestly, I want this to be a research world. So we're going to hop that over to Tech World. So we've already got an astrometeorology observatory here. I would like to put in a storm attraction center. We don't need a storm relief center, but a storm summoning theater sounds good. This mining world here, is this an actual mining world? No, we've just not decided what we want this to be, although we have an alloy foundry on here, so this is probably intended to be industrial of some sort. That sounds good. We're just going to upgrade our planetary administration for right now. Okay, that wasn't too bad as far as things we needed up here, considering we had kind of abandoned that. Okay. So that is all looking good. We are going to bring these guys back to Radar Central soon. And we're going to be looking to upgrade our ships once we get there. The Crystal Sphere. Ah, a strange object has arrived in orbit of Radar Station Alpha. A crystalline sphere reminiscent of our own Rift Sphere technology, it appeared without warning along no known trajectory. At such close proximity to Radar Station Alpha, the sphere may represent a significant danger to our people. On the other hand, it's also highly likely to contain valuable insights into the nature of dimensional travel, and we will study it. Perfect.
Research complete.
So the ISS Clever Clam is here. We can send it over to Dojak to research the anomalies there, since we can't go into Alphard just yet. That's fine for the moment. And the ISS Bluefin will show up eventually. We did finish up the collective self. Durasteel infrastructure would be good for that additional building slot in Habitat Max districts. So we'll grab that for the moment. Orbital habitats would be really good, as would orbital rings. But for the moment, we're still in absolute land grab mode, so this is fine for the moment. Space torpedoes, not that big of a deal. Battleships, not that big of a deal for us right now, although they will become a big deal. Destroyer hull points are fine. We could definitely grab that. Cool. So that is all looking good. These guys are going to arrive back in Radar Central eventually. And to that end, I want to go through and make sure that these ships are relatively upgraded.
Protocols activated.
So that is definitely a 0-point reactor that we can put in. And then gravitic sensors. Beyond that, I don't think there's too much that I suppose we could go to Durasteel armor. So that seems good. Now, hang on, I want to deal with this. Yeah, we're going to decline that. We could activate a relic. I'm not going to do that, but we are capped on our minor artifacts, so let's do that. Perfect. So we can grab ourselves a tradition off of that. Sure, we can grab our edict fund. Are we still... How are we doing on our edict? Hang on. We're at 303 out of 125? Okay, yeah. That's definitely going to help. Cool. So that sounds fantastic. Now, of course, we need to be working on our destroyers. So, Shield 3 and Durasteel Armor 4. That all sounds good. Nothing to be done here, but we can definitely go to gravitic sensors. And then 0-point reactors. The rest of this, I think, should be fine. Cool. And then our cruisers. So all of that should be reasonably fine as well. We've got a lot of excess power, which is to be expected. And we're going to go to level 3 shields, and then level 4 Durasteel armor here. Cool. Cosmic alterations have happened. That seems fine. And we'll get that saved. Excellent. So we've only got the one missing in action fleet. These ships are going to turn up in still a couple of years. So it'll take some time for us to get to Radar Central. Still, we're 400 days away here, and these guys are allegedly 600 days away. So that is all noted. Okay, let's check in on our worlds here. This agro world, really? Get out of here. This agro world is going to be needing things. But this isn't an actual aggro world. This is actually going to be a forge world. So that sounds good. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Actually, do we want to upgrade the alloy mega forges yet? I don't think we can do the Ministry of Production at this time, but we could just put in an industrial district, and that's probably the way to go. This colony is fresh, so I'm just going to put in a gene clinic and a city district. We'll figure out how we want to specialize this a little later on. It's going to be a mining world. Okay. So that is understood. We know that that's going to be a mining world. So that also means that we're going to want a storm relief center eventually. We'll get that done for now. That seems fine. So this is an agro world here, and I would definitely like to put in an agriculture district.
Complete.
That seems good. Yeah, that's definitely what we want there. On this forge world, we need housing. Okay. I'm thinking that we just put in, I don't know, we have 6 available jobs here. Maybe we put in a city district to try to flip around that ratio a little bit. I guess that seems fine.
New frontiers established.
Okay, we just established this colony as well, so we need gene clinics here. And we also need a city district. Perfect. So that looks good. We have a lot of
New frontiers
influence
established
at this moment. Oh, there's another colony. Cool. So gene clinics and a city district. And we'll specialize it a little later on. So the Clever Clam is doing absolutely nothing over here. Let's go excavate in Tas Zebador. And we're heading into Andrusa at this point, so we can go ahead and build our starbase here. Wonderful. We can also see down here there's this void cloud and the effluvial offspring, as well as the placid leviathans down over here. That seems fine. And I do want these guys to come in and start upgrading as soon as they can. So we're going to tell them to upgrade as soon as they arrive. So that looks great. When is the ISS Bluefin going to be back? Next September. Oof. Okay. That's going to be a while yet. That's fine, I guess. So we could, at this point, definitely think about doing a Flash Forged Hyper Relay, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Handshake protocols activated.
Rivalry from the Abusian Principality? I'm going to reciprocate that. Cool. They're inferior to us, so that's not that big of a deal. This would be generally a good thing to do, but I want the influence for the moment. We're going to need so much influence. It's insane how much influence we're going to need. So we're going to build our mining stations here, and then we're going to come build our starbase in Ejok. Sounds perfect. Okay, so we'll be arriving back in Radar Central very shortly here, and that will get us our repairs and our upgrades. So that sounds excellent. When are these guys going to be arriving? 2315. The latest that I see here is 311. Okay, that's not too bad. The ISS Sea Hare is doing nothing at this moment. It was down in Nozaxa. Sure. Why don't you come research the anomalies in these systems and then come down and research the anomaly in this system as well? That will be absolutely fine and keep that science ship busy for at least a little while. And of course, we're strong enough now that we could do our archaeological site in Siagawa, and that would not be a bad thing to do either. We'll see when exactly we want to do that, though. Cool. So we're going to be heading into Radar Central very shortly here and getting some upgrades on our tidal wave. That will be perfect. And we do have this astral action available, but there's, I mean, I suppose we could astral split. Why not? We might as well do it. That'll get us a new Astral Rift, and that's ultimately worthwhile. So that sounds good. We do have this archaeological site pending. Okay, we got some resources out of that. Wonderful. And a relic activation, but we're full on minerals, so let's sell a few of those, but we're going to be full on energy credits soon. I'm going to put those energy credits into alloys. There we go. That'll be fine for now. And our cohesion, we're actually gaining XP now. Beautiful. Not much XP, but we're gaining XP. Wonderful. So Eyes of Orange, we could definitely... None of these are going to be useful for this guy. He is, of course, representing our interests within the Federation. So I guess he can have some private mines. Whatever. Okay. So this is available leader traits? Where? Ah, this guy. Prime Forecaster. Sure.
Construction complete.
So what do we want here?
New
I'm thinking
frontiers
expertise
established.
of biology is fine. Okay. So what do these guys want? They're stagnant ascendancy, enigmatic observers, and they have decided to bestow on us a generous gift of valuable minerals and resources. Sure. They think we're pretty cool. Okay. Well, we're working on getting these upgrades done. We're about half done with them now. So that looks solid. We can see we're definitely going up in strength quite a lot. We just founded this colony, and I would like to build a gene clinic and a city district here. Looks like this is... going to be a research world. That surprises me. I saw this and I'm like, that looks like a mining world, but no, that's going to be a research world. So we're going to build our mining stations out over here. Pirates have been found in
Station
Celia.
under attack. Research complete.
Okay. That's very rude of them, of course. So it's going to take a little bit before we're ready to deal with that. These guys are just about done with
New
their
frontiers
upgrades.
established.
So that's good. And we did just colonize down over here. We'll grab a gene clinic. There we go. And we just finished this technology as well. Star fortresses would be really good for us. We should definitely take that. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to fill in these gaps. We've got a lot of work to do on that yet, and we're going to clear out some of these areas. This pirate fleet here, it's gotta go. We need to eliminate the mining core. We need to eliminate the void cloud and the effluvial offspring. There's a mining core down here now too, and we need to take out the Tianki matriarch. That's a lot of stuff, and we'll get there. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.